So guys, yesterday there was a trending headline saying terrorists attacked CAC church in Kwara community by 3 people, abducted the pastor and several other worshippers. The video footage has been released. What you are seeing here is the moment that incident happened. The video footage from CAC church in Eruku, Kwara State shows final moment before armed terrorists attacked during worship service. They were busy praising God, worshiping God, and began to hear gunshots. And guess what? The people began to take cover. But these people entered the church, ended up buying 3 people and taking the pastor with them alongside other worshippers. You are going to be seeing an elderly woman who couldn't even walk, couldn't even run, couldn't take cover because she was weak to face that battle. And also, the next clip you are going to be watching is where one of the northern elders has come out to reveal the secret behind these Fulani headsmen, how they use Buhari to achieve their purpose of bringing Fulani terrorists into Nigeria. Don't forget that we were told that they were brought in for political reasons, and now they have refused to go back to where they were brought from. Nigeria has been invaded. Nigeria has been Islamized. Nigeria has been taken over. And the vice president was in Kogi receiving the campees. I'm also going to allow you to take a look at the moment a senator was challenging Akpabio over the abducted children and also the brigadier general that was taken. You're also going to be seeing these terrorists packing the bags of the people that were in church. They were busy carrying their bags, their belongings. Oh my God, you need to watch this video of what happened in Kwara. Take your time. Watch this video, see the live. They didn't know video was capturing them. They didn't know that there was, all this video somewhere, camera somewhere capturing the activities. You are going to be shocked by what you are going to see in this video. So guys, let's take a look at how Nigerians are reacting to this attack that happened yesterday in Kwara State. This person here said, your president is about touring different countries again instead of addressing the country that lost a general, lost schoolgirls, church attack in Kwara State, and people killed and kidnapped. President is traveling. He no send anybody. Papa 2027 on a go vote. Who even voted Tinubu? Nobody voted Tinubu. I gave him the mandate. Now, here is the announcement coming from the presidency. Just in, President Bola Tinubu is set to leave Abuja tomorrow for a visit to 2 nations, Johannesburg, South Africa, and Luanda, Angola. His visit to Johannesburg is to participate in the 20th G20 Leaders Summit. Following this event, he is scheduled to travel to Angola for the AU-EU Summit. So guys, Tinubu is leaving the country. It is time for Nigerians to really stand up. I mean, people are supposed to be protesting. I mean, you can imagine this happening and Tinubu is leaving the country. Now, this other person reacted and said, this is what years of negligence, empty promises, and zero accountability look like. Citizens are being slaughtered, even inside places of worship, and the government still act like it's business as usual. And this other person here said, if as a Christian you are not pained, if as a Christian you watch this and still licking this government's acts, then we are even more sick than this lunatic in the video. And this other person here said, if it can happen in Kwara, it's a matter of time before they start chaos in other southwest states like Osun, Oyo, and Ekiti. It is officially a risk to travel on road from south to the north, as these bandits can come from anywhere. The west should come to our rescue. So guys, and this final person here reacted and said, I counted 6 armed bandits with AK-47 and machetes in this video. There are some that are shouting outside. The bandits are possible up to 20 that attacked this church. Hey, and we say we have a government. We have a state government. We have a federal government that is romancing these terrorists. The Tinubu's government is only focused on 2027. Tinubu wants to come back to power upon all the failures, upon the hardship, the hunger, the insecurity. Tinubu wants to come back at all costs. So guys, take your time and watch this video. It's really a heartbreaking moment. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I've also added more clips for you to take a look at. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
some of us who recruited him into politics had a mission. And I will reveal that mission today. General Buhari came into politics. It wasn't his province. He never liked politicians because he believed we are fake and that we don't mean what we say. But there was an incident that made some of us to recruit him, convince him, and use the other people to convince him to join politics. And even though we had our own agenda, because in 1999 and 2000, the OPC was on rampage in some parts of the country, especially Southwest, and have inconvenienced a lot of people from this part of the country. And to the extent that they mobilized over 500 vehicles to come and invade Ilorin with the sole aim of uprooting what they called Fulani structures in Ilorin. And we felt that was too much. And Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Obasanjo was doing nothing. President Bola Tinubu, then governor of Lagos, was doing nothing. And some of us felt that those group of people were being encouraged by their leaders in position of authority. So how do we stop that? And I called a meeting in Kaduna at Alhaji Bashir Alhatu's house in a place called Unguan Kaji, directly opposite the house of General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. And some of those we invited included Alhaji Wadanas, Professor Yadudu, Bashir Alhatu himself, Alhaji Yahya Sulehamma, and a host of others, about 34 of us. And we sat down to reason, how do we save our people from this OPC menace? So we said, I suggested that we have to, because you remove government through only two ways, the bullet of through the barrel of the gun and through the ballot box. And they said it was impossible to challenge General Obasanjo. That was how Buhari came to our mind. And when he was approached, he had a very unkind words for politicians. But since he didn't say he was not doing, we still pursued him. To cut long story short, we achieved our first purpose of putting a brake to what OPC was doing. Because immediately Buhari joined partisan politics, and we had a very big outing in Daura to initiate him into politics. The Obasanjo government became restive and was shaken to its bone marrow, and because those were some of his our thinking. So Obasanjo had to really checkmate the OPC. So for that reason, we have achieved our first purpose of bringing General Buhari into partisan politics. So the remaining now is history. They wanted to dismantle, as what is happening across the country now. They wanted to dismantle his platform of ANPP, APC, ANPP. And we made a counter platform by establishing the Buhari Organization, TBO, which we used as a platform for promoting his political ideals. Of course, all this are now history. Some smart people who are politically ambitious came in and threw us out. That is how we parted ways with him.
Yesterday we lost a general, Brigadier General Uba Musa, and the videos being circulated. And 24 hours after, you saw what happened in Kebbi. What we are missing is that these people have taken advantage of our infallibility to keep getting at us. Imagine if any one of us has a daughter now in captivity in Kebbi. Will you be sleeping? Is it possible for you to survive when your own daughter is taken? And I represent Bauchi Central of Bauchi State. Mr. President, we are facing an existential threat collectively as people. And by the time we begin to procrastinate and say it is this group against this group, it is this religion against this religion, the event of the last few weeks has proven to all Nigerians that these attacks comes to any Nigerian, irrespective of tribe, region, and religion. And therefore, Mr. President, the more we begin to see ourselves as being victims of these terrorists, the better for all of us. Yesterday, we lost a general, Brigadier General Uba Musa, and the videos being circulated. And 24 hours after, you saw what happened in Kebbi. What we are missing is that these people have taken advantage of our infallibility to keep getting at us. Now we are being saddled with a responsibility going forward. Are these terrorists appeasable? Can we reach out to them? There are one school of thought who imagined that these terrorists could be reached and then discussions take place. There is another school of thought who thinks that these terrorists should be met with all the force required to meet them. And that is the entanglement, Mr. President, we are in. It is left to all of us.
You have 2 seconds remaining.
You took my 30 seconds saying, so it took the parliament like ours to come up and tell this government whether we can appease these terrorists or that we can go after these terrorists. Lives have been lost. Imagine if any one of us has a daughter now in captivity in Kebbi. Will you be sleeping? Is it possible for you to survive when your own daughter is taken? And because these daughters are not ours, we begin to be political and lackadaisical in meeting the expectations of our people. It's a bad day for me, sir. I rest my case.
Senator Aminu.
Sokoto South Senatorial District. Mr. President, let me join my leader and elder brother by also lending my voice in support of this motion and commiserating with the people and government of Kebbi State and the parents in particular of the children involved, and indeed also condole with the family of General Uba Musa and all of those who have lost their lives in the course of this heinous crime of banditry and those who are in captivity as a result of kidnapping. Mr. President, as you know, I am from Sokoto State, sister state to Kebbi. By the glory of God and the trust of the people of Sokoto State, I presided over the affairs of Sokoto State for 8 years, and it was from there that I came here. While there, on the saddle of leadership of that state, I was deeply involved in facing situations like this. Mr. President, we cannot afford to play politics with issues of security. Security remains one of the key and most important ingredient for the survival of any community. And once there is a security threat, it is expected that all of the members of a particular community should come together and bond and face that threat. That is what I expect from this parliament. That's what I expect from Nigerians. We must emphasize the issues of religion and ethnicity while dealing with matters of insecurity. If we do not do that, the tendency is that we are falling into the trap of enemies of this country. And we know ourselves, and we know what is going on. I therefore charge every Nigerian to come together, bond together, and make sure that we move side by side in facing and confronting all of these challenges facing this country. Mr. President, this is a very serious matter. It has been recurring, and in Kebbi, Sokoto, Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, Plateau, Benue, many parts, virtually every part of Nigeria today is facing one form of insecurity or the other. And unless we're able to come together and work together, we may not find solution to it. I admonish the government of Kebbi State to maybe borrow a leaf from what we did during our service in Sokoto State. We were forced by the circumstances of that time to relocate so many schools, merge some boarding schools, and deboard some of the schools. Maga is in Zuru Emirate, and Zuru Emirate has been facing this very particular challenge over time, since the time of Atiku Bagudu till now. So I admonish the government of Kebbi State to consider deboarding some of these schools and making some of them where they have day schools as day schools, and then taking some of them out of security-prone areas, challenge-prone areas, to a safer environment. I believe that will help. And I call on federal government to go back to what we have been saying. As governors of Northern Nigeria then, we have been calling for concerted and coordinated fight. Their template of attacking these bandits, either in Kebbi or in Zamfara, or in Katsina, or Niger, or Plateau, or Benue, in silos, will not work. It's not working. It has to be a coordinated effort and making sure that maybe it's done simultaneously. And it can be done. We must muster the will and the resources to face these challenges. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Tinubu, I am coming and speaking to you and to every Nigerian that we must all rise up. We cannot look at our nation brought down to the ashes. I feel pain. Throughout last night, I've been weeping over the killing of Brigadier General M. Uba. This uniform of an army general speaks of our strength brought down brought down, that at this particular stage, you should pause whatever you're doing and cause all Nigerian flags to go half mast. With the soldiers, we are losing, and we are losing because you refuse to take the steps that are required. We feel pain. We feel pain. I couldn't watch the video of the killing of General Musa Uba. This is what your government is even trying to deny on the reality of the genocide of Christians. Now, this is the reality. If we don't face the truth, you have terrorists that are in your government. You have them in your government. It's time that all the terrorists that were pardoned and brought into the military as the JTF or whatever, it's time to spot them out. You know them. How can they be given AK-47 to be walking along? These are the people that are giving information to the terrorists, to Aswad or Boko Haram. I saw recently your people are trying to establish a peace accord with terrorists. Instead of going out and smoke these people, smoke them. I feel pain because here is the father of a family, husband. I can imagine the trauma. I don't know from his own family where the family comes from, but I can just imagine it. And instead of Nigeria at this point to almost stand still, and all of you Nigerians, I feel grief in my heart that all of you are just muting and just making text messages and just sharing the pictures and the video. Isn't it time that we all rise up? Not rise up in violence, but rise up to say that we must stop this evil in our land, this evil in our land, this evil in our land. We must do it. We must do it. We must do it. We must do it. We must come out to say to this government, you either agree together with the international community that are capable to support us to wipe out. These people don't deserve to live. They need to be wiped out. They need to be wiped out. We can't be losing our soldiers. Our soldiers are precious to us. Our soldiers are the strength of our nation. If the military loses its strength, we are all gone. The banner of God upon us will show us mercy. And I appeal, I couldn't hold this. I tried to hold it, but I couldn't hold it. But to come out, to speak to you, presentable, get things right. Get things right. Right from your cabinet. You have terrorists there staying with you, working with you. This thing is politically motivated. These things are driven by some government from Borno right to other states. It's time you put your feet down and deal with the matter. And I want to say to you, Nigerians, wake up. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. Let's wake up and contend with this evil. If you think it is only enough, gradually it's rolling over to the south. You are not safe until we rise up. When the people rise, our light will shine and we will recover our nation. May God comfort the families of the fallen heroes. May God comfort the families of the fallen heroes. We stand with you, our soldiers who are really laying your life to secure our territories and our nation. May God be with you. May God comfort your family. May God watch over you. May God watch over you. Your sacrifices will never be in vain. It will never be in vain. It will surely come that Nigeria will be redeemed and Nigeria will be saved. If you're in this country on the 6th of December, we are coming out from every state on a prayer rally against genocide and the insecurity in our nation. The intercessors are going to lead that all over Nigeria. And on the 29th of November, we shall be gathering here on the plateau, under the Secretariat flyover. And there we will gather to pray and cry to the God of heaven. And so may God comfort Uba and his family. May God comfort our military officers, our sons and daughters that are paid the premium price. And I want to challenge all of you officers in the military. It's time you stand up and deal with this. You are in a war, and don't compromise. Your life is at stake. These politicians will not help you, but you know that you must stand to be the defender and the deliverer of your people. You have lost many soldiers and officers. It's time we defend our territory.
So guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions on the social media. Somebody made a video saying, with the way EFCC is going about arresting boys, that those boys, I mean the EFCC staff who go around looking for Yahoo boys, if they can go join the military at this time, because we need more hands in the military, seeing that these terrorists are really taking down some of the military men. So we need more people to join the army, but guess what? No normal civilian want to join. So if the EFCC boys can join, this person is saying if you agree with him or you disagree, you can just drop your thoughts. So let's see what Nigerians are saying. This person says them they sabi buzz door for midnight. Wahala. Now the EFCC does not have the same training as the military. They cannot match with army to fight terrorism because they were not trained for that. I support this movement. Make all of them go show themselves inside bush. You are absolutely right. At least they will help to track how those terrorists get funded and for arms and ammunition. It's really, really so sad how the EFCC is not able to trace or track how these terrorists are being funded. See, these people are carrying AK-47. We've been told that AK-47 costs more than $1,000. This is money that, looking at the Fulanis carrying the gun, you know that they might not even have money for pure water. I mean, these guys are literally dry. How did they get these weapons? That means that somebody is funding them. Somebody is giving them this weapon because their agenda is to Islamize Nigeria. Don't mince word about that. The agenda is Islamize Nigeria. Nigeria must fall for this. It's just to make Nigeria to become an Islamic state. That is just what the agenda is. Let's call it spade a spade. And as it stands now, they know that these Fulanis were brought into Nigeria by Buhari. They said they were not well properly managed, properly paid and all that. Buhari left them and they were asked to go back to where they came from. They said they can't leave. They can't go back. And now they join terrorism, and when they are arrested, they are being pardoned. They are being linked to some of the security agents, either recruited as security men and all that, like we've been told. So guys, this is what is happening in Nigeria. It's really, really so sad that all this is happening, and we don't even know what to say. Honestly, we don't even know what to say. Honestly, Christmas is coming. Nigerians, many people are going to lose their lives while traveling home. Many people are going to fall into the hands of the bandits. Many people are going to spend their money in paying ransom. My advice on Nigerians, please, if you don't have anything important, yes, you want to go and see your beloved ones, which is what everybody looks forward to, that day of going home. But if you don't have anything tangible going home to do, why not stay put where you are and later go home at a more convenient time? Because guess what? This Christmas period is always a rush season. And sometimes people just travel even without having any key reasons for travel. Yes, it's a ceremonial time, we believe. But we don't want you to go lose your life and your family will miss you forever. Your family can just miss you for one Christmas and then other Christmas. Let's be hopeful that Donald Trump is going to come and, make the environment more safer for Nigerians. But for now, I would just advise Nigerians, please, if you have families back home, send them enough money. That money you spend on transportation, the money you spend to buy all these things, and then take the risk of going home. package the same amount, send it home. Let your people have field day, you know, enjoy themselves, cook what they want. You can make video calls and have a very good time with them. I don't think the gap will be much. I don't think you are going to lose much if you are not there and you see them celebrating, like you call on video, or some of them can even make videos and send to you. You can share it with us on the social media just for you to be seen, because guess what, these people, they've just made up their mind that they want to invade Nigeria, and they've invaded Nigeria. With what we are seeing on ground, you can see that they are outsmarting our military men. And with all the accusations that we have Boko Haram sympathizers in the military who are giving them information, that means that it will be difficult to stop this menace anytime soon. So for you that is very dear to your family, I will urge you, why not stay back? Why not stay back to where you reside, where you are living currently? Look for money and send to your people back home. Make them feel at home. Let them have everything within their reach, outside your own presence, so that you stay alive and stay safe for them, instead of you embarking on this journey only for them to get the news that you've been kidnapped and possibly you may end up not coming back. Because from what we are seeing, these Fulanis, they are angry now. You know, these terrorists, they are angry and they want to take over Nigeria at all costs. For them, it's long overdue. Even after the death of Buhari, the man that is said to have brought them in for all these. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.